Lots and lots of tips coming your way on what you should do when you first get to Nashville. So coming to Nashville can be incredibly intimidating. I know. I've been there. Before I actually made the move to Nashville, I started coming down to take writing sessions, to do some writers' rounds and things like that, and just to really get myself acquainted with the town and what it was all about. So today I wanted to give you guys a little bit of advice on what you can do when you first get to Nashville so that you can start forming your circle, making connections, and start laying the groundwork for your career. Before we get started, if you haven't yet, please click that little subscribe button to my channel. I would be very, very grateful if you would do that. And I want to thank all of you who are already subscribed and watching my channel every week. It means so much to me to have your comments and your feedback and to know that I am creating content that is helping you. Also, if you haven't, click that little notifications bell at the bottom next to the subscribe button so that you will be notified every time I release a new video. And with that said, let's get into the video. Okay, so there are lots of resources for brand new artists, brand new songwriters, musicians, whatever you may be, coming down to Nashville and starting to get your life together and build your circles and foundation and all the good things that you need to do to have a lengthy career in front of you. Okay, first things first, you're gonna wanna start going out to see other performers play. And if you don't have friends already in the music industry, you might wonder where the heck you can go and see music with like-minded artists or songwriters. So one of the things I always suggest is picking up a copy of the Nashville Scene. It might seem a little old school, but it is a really, really helpful publication and it's free and at almost every single convenience store. It's at hotels, you can find it at little gift shops, basically anywhere around town that they sell the newspaper or a magazine, you can find a copy of the Nashville Scene. And inside of this magazine, you're going to find all of the upcoming performances at every single venue around the city. You may recognize some names and it might be somebody you really want to go out and see. So definitely pick up yourself a copy of the Nashville Scene and get out there and make some friends and support people. Okay, if you are an artist and a songwriter and you have just started writing a lot around town and with other co-writers, one of the things that you are definitely going to want to do is get affiliated with a PRO. Now, I've done a completely separate video, which I will link below, on what a PRO is and why you should become affiliated one. If you haven't, please go back and watch that video because there's a lot of helpful tips and information in there for you. Now, if you have become affiliated with a company like BMI or ASCAP, you are going to want to reach out to them and try to find yourself a representative from this organization that you can sit down and take a meeting with. One of the best things you can do when you come to Nashville is make people aware of what it is you do and what you hope to do in your career. And one of those fantastic ways to start that ball rolling is to talk with your rep. There's lots of email addresses listed on their website. If you're already affiliated, chances are you probably already have talked to a rep, but definitely go in and set up a meeting and talk with these people and just kind of let them know what you're doing, what you hope to do, and see if there's any way they can help you to make some connections in town and to further the possibilities of your songwriting career. That's what they're there for. They're there to help, and I encourage you all to do that as soon as possible. One of the best resources that you may not know about in town is NSAI, the Nashville Songwriters Association, and what they do is they help new songwriters get associated with other songwriters and really just get the ball rolling for your career in music. At their offices, they have lots of writing rooms, so you can actually book one for your next co-write. They have all kinds of networking events and so many invaluable resources to songwriters. So look them up online, try to get yourself affiliated with them, and when you get to Nashville, definitely find yourself a way to get a meeting with them and just let them know what it is that you want to do. Before long, you will find that you have many other songwriters that you are able to co-write with and network with, and that is what is going to eventually build your career. Now, if you have already started forming your circle of co-writers, the biggest piece of advice that I can give you is to co-write like crazy. I'm talking book co-writes constantly, because the more songs that you co-write, the more opportunities you're going to have to demo them, the more opportunities you're going to have to pitch them, and the larger your catalog is going to be. So when the time comes for you to take a publishing meeting or a pitch meeting, you are going to have so many songs in your catalog from taking all those co-writes that chances are you are going to have one that fits the mold of what someone else is looking for. Get your co-writing ball rolling as quickly as you possibly can. This is also going to open the doors for you to be on writers' rounds and to be included in different showcases and things like that. So you can never take enough co-writes when you first move to town. The next piece of advice I have for you is actually something that's a little bit controversial because I know a lot of people don't love doing this, but I advise you to go and sign up for an open mic night. For a lot of reasons. Number one, because no matter where you perform in Nashville, there's most likely going to be an audience filled with other aspiring writers or people who are in the music industry or whoever they may be, new people to town. And it's a great opportunity for you to kind of get out the kinks of what it is you're doing, get out your nerves, sing a little bit, meet some people. And oftentimes the host of these open mic nights will also be the same person that books writers rounds or hosts writers rounds in town. So if you have the opportunity to sign up for an open mic night, go a little early, stay a little late, network as much as you can, introduce yourself to the person who booked you, and ask them if they have any leads on writers rounds. Make them well aware that this is something you are looking into doing, and chances are this is going to connect a dot for you. So definitely take the opportunity to do an open mic or two when you first come to town. It's never going to hurt. It's going to be a good social media op for you to take some pictures and videos and try to get some content online of you actually performing in Nashville. I actually did a video recently on doing an open mic night, and I will link that below for some more details on how you can get involved in doing that. But I definitely suggest doing your research and seeing which places and venues in Nashville host open mic nights, what days of the week, and how you can become involved. Okay, the next tip I have is to go and support your fellow artists and songwriters. There is nothing better than forming a circle of community here in Nashville, because once you go out and you support an artist or a songwriter or whoever it may be that is performing out in Nashville, chances are those people are going to then in turn come and support you. And everybody needs that. Everybody needs a circle of people who are cheering them on, giving them opportunities, supporting what they're doing. Nobody can make a career in Nashville happen alone. And the best way to support what it is you are doing is to support others, and then in turn that will come back around to you. Okay, and the last tip I have for you guys today is to just congratulate yourself on every little accomplishment. I know when you move to Nashville, it can be incredibly difficult, overwhelming, it can be stressful, you can worry. I know, I've been there, and I know so many other artists who have as well. So just remind yourself to be kind, to celebrate every single little thing that comes your way, whether it be a co-write or an open mic performance, or you get yourself on a writer's round, or you get a co-write with someone you've been wanting to write with. Celebrate every single little moment, because once you do start achieving the big things that you are hoping to achieve in your career, you're going to look back and realize that this time right now in your life, when you are starting your career in Nashville, this is the sweetest spot. The most excitement you will ever have is in the building of your career. You can ask any person who has achieved success in the music industry what part of their career they loved most, and I will guarantee you that the majority of those people will say they liked the getting there better than the actual getting the thing. So just remember to celebrate everything that comes your way. Every accomplishment is a big deal because you chose to go after your dreams and the life that you have always wanted for yourself. And there's nothing more exciting than achieving every single little thing that you've always wanted in your life. So be kind to yourself, do all the things that make you happy. And I hope these tips and tricks on starting out in Nashville have helped you. If they did, give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments about coming to Nashville, leave them in this comment section below and I will do my best to answer every single one. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.